Hello, everyone. Welcome to Highly Intelligent. I'm Jared Martin, and today I'm joined by a very special guest. You can introduce yourself if you'd like.
Yo, what's up? My name's Anthony or Vocodah. I'm a beatboxer, and yeah, what's poppin'?
All right. I guess we can get this started. Let me just pull out my notes here. So, you play alto sax, right?
I used to, I
I
used
see.
to. Yeah, I played alto, I played tenor, I played soprano for a little bit.
That's fire. I
Yeah,
play alto sax as well. I just wanted to let you
that's
know.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Do you play any other instruments?
Um, I mean, I basically did like the stages of band in high school. So I played like clarinet first. Like they'd start you on clarinet, and I was like, oh, what? And then I played alto for a while. I was like the best. I was like the like for out of the instruments that I played, like I was the best at alto. But then my band director switched me to tenor because he trusted me to like help the bass side because it was like I don't know that part of the band. It was like crazy, but yeah, I was like the only tenor in my class. So
Damn,
yeah.
that's pretty fire. What kind
Eh,
of music do you listen to?
Um, mostly EDM, hip hop, and like anything that's kind of infused with both of those. Like I've been producing recently, and that's kind of what I'm trying to produce is like some like punchline rap, hybrid trap. Those are like my two favorite things really. So
That's fire. You got
so
anything that might come out soon or
I have some work in progresses. I can send you, but like my goal is to definitely put out my first one this year.
I
So
see. I
yeah.
see.
Yep.
So, where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I was there. I grew up there until I was like around 5 or 6, and then I went to Wisconsin for a couple years, and then back to Oklahoma. And then ever since like coming back to Oklahoma, I've just been kind of everywhere. But yeah, Oklahoma for like born to 5, and then Wisconsin for like kindergarten to like uh, let's say like 5th grade, kindergarten to 5th grade, I think. Yeah,
You moved
yeah.
around quite a bit.
Yeah.
Did that influence your, beatboxing at all?
um, I guess it like I guess it indirectly did because I just met a lot of different people that were into like different things and stuff. So I had more just like connection to like a lot of like a lot of different options. Just like meeting a lot of different people. Northern and Southerners are so different.
I see. I can definitely agree. I was born in Florida and raised by Floridians in New York, so
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
so, why do you beatbox? Getting a little deep here.
Ooh. Um. It is. First, it was like the surface level reason was I was playing alto saxophone for like 12, 15 hours a day, and my parents thought it was annoying, and I got tired of holding an instrument. Um, but that was kind of the why, just like pick it up for fun. But the real reason of like why I keep doing it is it's really just my therapy. Like if I ever feel any emotion and I need to like let something out, I'll just kind of go somewhere and beatbox it out, and it helps me like think, put my thoughts together, and yeah, I love it. I feel like the fact that I can emulate the style of music that I really like helps a lot more and gives it more of like a why. But the biggest why really is it's just a self discovery tool. You can really find like who you are in an art form like this. So
I see. I definitely agree.
yeah.
Um, how long have you been beatboxing?
Ooh, since 2013, so almost 10 years. I'm on
How
9
old
right
were
now.
you how old were
Yep.
you when you started?
I was 14.
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
I heard a story about, you seeing a bunch of beatbox videos and having braces on, and,
Mhm.
you decided you didn't wanna go all in until you
Yeah,
got them off.
yeah, so I watched videos. So I started in 2013, and I watched videos, since around 20, maybe 2010, 2011. Um, and I was watching the one that's really got me into it was the King of the Dot beatbox battles, where they did like it was like Scott Jackson, Korean effects, and everyone. Because I was watching rap battles before for fun because it was just
Yeah.
fun at that point, and then got into the beatbox battle portion, and I was like, wait, this is really crazy. Like you can make a beat with your mouth like that, and then I watched like 2012 Worlds and all of this, and I was just like, what? This is so crazy, and like ever since like 2012 Worlds and listening to it as like music and stuff, I I just yeah, I just got into it and I like tried some sounds. Like I knew how to do the Dougie Fresh click roll before beatboxing. Like I like did that just for fun.
I see.
Um
Yeah.
but yeah, like I tried to do I tried to do like a lip roll. Like I was learning a lip roll. I think like a lip roll tutorial came out or something like that. I think it was like Looperman, which like an old school
Yeah.
VBox teacher. And I tried to do it and I had my braces on and it hurt. I was like, and I like cut the inside of my mouth with my
Oh,
braces and I was like,
damn.
I'm not touching this. And that was like 2013, maybe like the summer. Because I was like, I was like, I've been watching this beatboxing stuff for like 3 years. Like, like let me try it out because I was listening to it as music. And
Yeah.
then I did the lip roll and it hurt. I was like, man, September, I'm getting my braces off. I'm gonna wait. And then I waited and then I was like, all right, this is the day I start. And yeah,
Mhm.
it was fun.
I see. So, outside of, like, beatbox battles, what kind of performances have you put on?
So I've been working on getting more into the EDM industry. Like I just played this last Lost Lands
Yeah.
and that was really fun. It's amazing to be able to show my art in a genre that doesn't really have my art, but I'm doing their genre. So like for example, like dubstep, like there aren't that many dubstep beatboxers, and a lot of people definitely haven't heard beatboxing dubstep like that. And then I go to Lost Lands, and like it made more sense. Like it felt like I was with my scene. It felt like I was with my community. Like any beat I dropped,
Yeah.
they liked it because it was the vibe. It was just that genre and that like type vibe. So yeah, I've been doing just beatbox performances, gigs. I did some gigs in New York, do some gigs in Richmond, but the goal is to start getting my producing up, build my DJ stuff up, and then do a DJ beatbox
I
sort
see.
sort of thing. Yeah,
So, what was the crowd like at Lost Lands? Like, compared to a beatbox crowd, would you say it was
way bigger,
I see.
way
What
bigger, and it was based on it was people were more impressed with like synth sounds and bigger sounds than like crazy beatbox stuff, which was like
Yeah.
it's really crazy to be able to just see the difference, but be able to do similar things. Like the way I build my style, the way I try to approach it is I try to make every beat like a 10 for a beatboxer and a non-beatboxer, which is really hard to do is to like make it hit for everyone. Cause like
Yeah.
I think a lot of people just do one and yeah, and it really showed at Lost Lands. Like the crowds are like much bigger, just chilling, having a good time. And in beatbox battles, crowds are chilling and have a good time, but you have a lot of competitors in the crowd that are like still, you know, battling and have that in their head, and they're like, paying attention and listening and stuff while everyone else is just vibing. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, a little different, but it's one and the same.
I see.
Yeah.
So, where'd the name Vocoda come from? Because I know you used to be Audible, and what
Yeah.
happened with the switch there?
So basically, I I had Audible since Xbox. Like that was just my Xbox gamer
Yeah.
tag, and people just knew me as that. And I just went with it. Like I didn't really have like it was just my name. I didn't really have like any like deep connection to it. And then around 2020 COVID, I started looping a lot. I started like grabbing on my. I was like, I have a loop, like why don't I just why don't I loop? And I started working on it and I was playing with this effect called vocoder. And this effect does like what you can do is you can route it to a sound and then you can make vocal sounds on that sound and that sound is behind it. So like for example, if I have like if I have like a loop synth on there that's just going and then I put a vocoder on it, I can just go wah wah wah, and it'll go wah wah wah.
I
So it's
see.
then I realized I was like, wait, that's my style. My style is putting vocal sounds on synths. That's my whole
Yeah,
style. That's what I like in beatbox is like the baseline stuff and adding different like vocal things to different synths, which is like all the stuff I've really been practicing. So I was like, oh, but if I change my name, that would be weird for like branding and stuff to change your name. Like now everyone's like no one's gonna like understand it. And I was like, well, I had problems with Audible because I had Audible Music on everything as my handles, but there were different companies called Audible, and I was like, what? Like I didn't
mhm,
know this, and I was like, all right, Vocodah is a cool name. Like I had Vocodah, and I wanted to make it more dubstep instead of just like Vocoder. Vocodah is like more dubsteppy. I
yeah,
was like, this is a cool name. I really like this name, and I was like, I don't know though. And then I looked up the handles at Vocodah available on like everything in the website, and I was like, all right, I have to full send this.
nice.
Um, and the funniest part about it was a lot of the people in Beatbox were like, kind of flaming me and just like throwing hate, like, "Oh, yeah, what is this name change? What is this name change? Blah blah blah. Like, what are you doing? What is this?" And like a lot of meme pages were like a lot of meme pages were like a lot of people were just talking about it, blah blah blah. And then one meme page posted about it, and I was like, "Wait, this is kind of genius. If I like that now this meme page is like talking about my name change, so everyone knows my name change." So I'm like, So I talked to all these meme pages, and I was like, if you want a meme page, you can't beatbox. And all of them were like, oh yeah, and they started posting like crazy memes about me, and then everybody knew my name change.
Nice. I mean, any publicity is good publicity, so
Right, right. So, if they're flaming me about a name change, it's cool. Now everyone knows that I changed my name, so
yeah.
works out.
Starting out, who were your inspirations?
Ooh, it was like Reaps one was the one who really got me into it, like into like everything I'm doing now. He's just really, really crazy, really good at beatboxing. And other than that, like I had like different I had different inspirations over time. Like Sid Effects is one that I had for a while. Um and yeah, like Reaps one, Sid Effects, Big Ben is one too, Bazilio one. Um Yeah, those were like the ones that like kind of got me going, and then just watching Swiss Beatbox and like seeing how many like other like every a lot of the scene inspired me in the beginning.
I see.
But yeah, it's like a lot of Swiss Beatbox, and um yeah, it's been awesome, dude.
When you started beatboxing, did you see yourself reaching this point?
No, not at all.
I
I had no
see.
clue. I had no clue.
What was the moment you realized you were getting popular in the beatbox scene?
Hmm, when I won, um, when I won the actually, I guess the first time I felt like I was getting, I guess, popular, I did a GBB wild card for it was 2016, and a lot of people liked it. It got like it was my first video, and I had like 100K, and I was like, what? Like it was my first YouTube video. Like what?
Yeah.
And it was like such bad quality, bad everything. It was like recorded with like a I think it was recorded literally with like a laptop webcam. It was horrible. And it worked out, and yeah, like that was everybody was like, whoa, this beat's crazy. And I was like, what? And at that point that's when kind of everything changed, and I was like, all right, I think I should make videos and start posting stuff. And yeah,
So, going further, when did you consider yourself a professional?
when I went to my like okay, I battled on TeamSpeak for like a while, and I felt like that was kind of my like training arc where I was battling on Ventrilo, battling on TeamSpeak, which was like Discord before what Discord is now.
Mhm.
And um that was when I felt like I was a part of the scene, like in a way that was like really cool. And but now it's like now like I would say it was when I went to Midwest for the first time, and I like actually experienced like a live tournament. is when I was like, all right, I guess I'm professional now. And yeah, I think professional is just like being a part of like either the battle scene, but like the real professional is like getting booked and getting paid, and that started around like 2018.
I
So
see.
yeah,
So, can you talk about your collab with Excision at all? Because
yeah.
I was listening to that like the other day. That shit was fire, dude.
Thank you, yo. Yeah, like I sent him an email and I was like, hey, I'm like you're the one who got me into dubstep, because he did like hit like old school Excision was like so great. Like old school Excision was like the some of the craziest things ever. And yeah, I like sent him my stuff and I was like, hey, this is what I do, this is me. And he looked at it, he was like, oh, he's like, well, this is awesome, man. Like I'll see what I can do. And then he made that collab and posted it or dropped it at the Lost Lands Detox. So
That's fire.
yeah.
So, what work went into that? Like, how did it come out? Did you just like send him some vocal samples and have him
Yeah.
work with it?
So I sent him Step in the Ring, and then I think it was I think I sent him Step in the Ring and Rhythm God or something like that. And I sent him it with and without um drums.
I see.
So he could like put in his own drums and also see what it sounds like. And yeah, I sent him those and he just made crazy stuff with it.
I heard a previous podcast where you were talking about you wanted to get MRIs of your sounds.
Yeah.
Did you ever look into that?
I still need to find the connect of how I'm gonna do that because the goal is I want to be able to put out sound tutorials with MRI scans. So like people
I
can see
see.
where it's at and stuff. So I'm trying to have that in my course. But I still need to find the connect of how I'm gonna do it and hopefully it doesn't cost too much because
You
that's probably too expensive.
you wanna talk about your course at all?
Yeah, sure. Like I've been working on this course where I've been trying to simplify how to become a professional beatboxer and build beats. And it really it starts you out from just like no sounds. You're like your first three sounds, and then it goes into building simple beats. Goes into being able to put like a beat after a beat and after a beat and after a beat, and then like to be able to streamline, and then like going into um like just different things that help make a beat fire and then going into like song making and like routine making for battles and then for normal music.
I
So
see.
mhm.
What would how would you run the course for an experienced person coming in?
So usually if an experienced person is coming in, they're gonna want like a course is gonna be for people who like just want the whole thing, right? Of like video submission stuff. Like it's so or not video submission, but the course is basically pre-recorded videos that are all together. Whereas
I
like
see.
if an experienced person comes in, they would probably want to get private lessons because they would or like solo one-on-one because they would have like very niche and specific questions or like they already have a beat but they don't know what is like what they need to add or like remove or change in it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Uh, so how has your style changed from when you started out till now? I know you
Mm,
removed a lot of your videos off of YouTube
mhm,
because you were rebranding. You
mhm.
wanna talk about that?
Yeah, so like so the first question about change like my style kind of changing when when I was starting beatboxing, I wanted to be like a really crazy beatboxer. Like I wanted to be the best beatboxer I could be. And nowadays I want to be the best musician I can be, like best artist I can be. So the way I sort of my tracks and the way I kind of put it together has changed like a lot. And like before I was more about like, you know, crazy beatbox techniques I can do, but now it's like what what crazy beatbox technique can I do that like creates music?
Yeah,
And it's like gave me like a whole different perspective of like how to go through it. But the removing of the like my me removing videos is more based on like I've been trying to get a consistent way of putting out content for a while, and I never had like the team to really put it together. But only maybe like a couple months ago, I've put together like the most fire team that has been helping me. So I like I removed a lot of videos because it either just lacked in audio quality or video quality, and I kind of like I was just like over time I was like, man, like I'm gonna put out all my old tracks again as high quality videos. Um, but yeah, it's trying to do it with my new team because so that like everything is like quality controlled and checked and stuff, and everything is fire instead of just kind of putting it out. You know what I mean? So
Definitely.
yeah.
So, is there anything specific you do to like treat your voice before a performance? Because I know like a lot of singers will drink like special tea or honey or anything. Or do you just like go for it?
Yeah, I just go for it. I'm honestly pretty bad about it. I should.
I see.
I should, but I don't know. Like I usually like there's a lot of times where um like especially in these past couple of years like I'll wake up and it's like, "Oh, I want to stream." And like the stream has the warm up and it's like, you know
I
what I mean?
see.
It's like I wake up I haven't even dropped a sound and I'll just turn on my stream and I'll go. Like
Yeah,
um and doing that a lot has kind of helped the just like I never really needed like preparation. I just beatbox so much to where it's just kind of I don't know.
Is there anything that you've done to like improve your sound when you're performing, or like any way you combat dry mouth?
um dry yeah, well, I usually if I do I'll kind of change because dry mouth only affects like lip and tongue sounds.
Yeah,
So what I'll do if I have dry mouth, I'll switch to a round that I feel is like won't get affected by dry mouth that much, and then I'll grab water and go at it. But I know Hershey gave me this thing at Worlds that you could put in your mouth and it like really it like stops dry mouth. I forgot what it's called, but if you should hit her up about what that is because it worked. It was pretty good, and like you can throw it in your mouth and it removes any like dry mouth. It
I
like
see.
yeah, it just helps.
That's
So
pretty fire.
yeah.
So how do you warm up?
Um it really depends on like what so this is how I warm up. I mean I warm up the concept is to warm up diaphragm breathing. Um and I it like there isn't really like a I don't really have like a set like this is my warm up. I kind of just do an inward sound until I fill up my lungs, and then do an outward sound until I empty my lungs. And if I
I
can
see.
fill and empty my lungs, then I'm warmed up, type thing. Like if my breathing's in check, then I'm good.
I see.
That's it.
So, how do you support yourself off beatboxing, and is it easy?
I do a lot of different things. I do like YouTube, Spotify, that have my course, have apparel, doing gigs and stuff. Is it easy? I don't think it's easy ever for like any artist. I think it's just another artist thing. The thing that is not easy about it is the fact that like the word term beatbox, like if you say that to anyone, like there's like if you say rapper, people know what a rapper is. People know what rappers can do. You say a singer, people know what singers can do. If you say a beatboxer, a lot
They're
of people
thinking
have
boots and cats.
yeah, they're like boots and cats or like maybe they have like like they either know Roselle if, like if your mother only or they just know Boots and Cats or maybe they're a part of the scene know D'Lo or
Yeah,
Codfish like you really never know it's just it's the only thing about beatboxing that makes it hard is literally just how beatboxing is marketed as a whole. It once beatboxing is at the point where it's marketed better, it'll help beatboxers more.
I
But
see.
yeah, marketing inside of beatboxing is like pretty low level.
I see.
Yeah.
So, do you think there's an end to someone's beatbox potential?
No.
I see.
I think we're gonna be 80 years old finding sounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty fire.
Yeah.
Uh, are there any sounds in particular that leveled you up tremendously when you were learning?
Um. So what I did, which I thought was a really cool like way of leveling up drums. Okay. I did this starting 2019. What I did is I like not even just inward bass, but inward sounds. I started using a bunch of inward sounds, and the only outward sound I would have in my beats are my drums. So that everything else is inward and then my drums are outward. So I would do all this inward and then all the air would go straight into the drum.
I
So
see.
basically I could get my drums really loud very quickly because it was the only thing that was outward in the beat.
I see.
Yeah. That helped me a lot. Getting drums like bing bing is like so important.
To get a little more serious, what happened when you cut ties with Swiss Beatbox?
Um so the best way to explain it is like I felt that things were getting mismanaged to the point to where it was unbearable. Like and things were getting kind of brushed under the like swept under the rug and not and problems not dealt with. And these problems are things that like are gonna come up in the future regardless. And because they weren't dealt with, I was like, why would I give my in like why would I invest in you know pay to perform, which is like something I like never do like outside of beatboxing, and or I've never done outside of beatboxing, and to go to an event that doesn't really like that aren't really dealing with their problems in like a healthy manner. So why would I? It's like kind of just why would I put my brand in there and have them make money off my videos when they're not dealing with their problems or like not solving them. And like running events is not easy. It's not an easy feat, but if you're not taking care of the community that you're running it for, there's no point. That's step one. So that's just kind of how I felt. And yeah, I hope that the things that they messed up that they like fix in the future. But for me, my goal with like my brand is to use my brand to help organizers that I feel do it right. And that's
I
that's
see.
kind of I'm not going to be participating for like many battles. I'm going to be very like smart and meticulous on which battle I send in the wild card for or perform at
I see.
nowadays. Mhm.
So, where do you think the industry could improve?
Um, there needs to be different teams or different councils, multiple councils, not one, that regulate tournaments and have make sure that hey, well, what are the security like? Do you have security at these events? How is the event going to work? Who's judging? Like, and more regulations on battles instead of just anyone can host a battle. Um, and more like way more on the side of marketing and branding. Like the marketing and branding and promo side of beatbox is really low. I'm pretty sure most beatboxers don't have a logo, and
I see.
that's step one of being an artist. I'm pretty sure under 20 beatboxers have a Spotify.
Mhm.
Under 20 can consider themselves an artist.
That's crazy.
So yeah,
What do
there's
you
a
think
lot.
makes a good beatbox event?
A good beatbox event. Um, the
And what standards do you think should be applied to all events?
so the first one, the first one, the stand like the thing that makes a beatbox event good. One are the is the like are the people is the community being taken care of? If there's anything that happens in the crowd or anything like that, is it being dealt with? Are there security? Is like are there ways of making sure that everyone's like all good? Are you checking on them? Type thing, like just normal event stuff. And then after that, if everyone's all good, then the second part is the audio. Is the audio good? You know how How is that set up? And then after that, like what really makes an event is, and honestly in the beatbox world, because it's online, is the post production. And this is where a lot of people mess up. They get the live event. Live event goes good or goes how it goes, and then the post production sucks because they didn't think about it. And a lot of people talk about beatbox events not being sustainable, and the ones that are saying that don't even post their events. Like they don't even get their
Yeah.
return from what they put together. So it's like, yeah, that's the big and on that, on top of that, like what makes a good event is the promo before it. A lot of
Yeah.
like, if you got good promo and good, like, hey, here's all the information, here's where it's at, here's where you can, like, if you're driving, here's where you can park, here's like all the stuff, here's, the pricing of the tickets, here's the prize pool. That's the one thing that I think is really weird, is not a lot of events openly put out their prize pool of who wins what, which is really weird for like a competitive environment, is not being straightforward with what the prizes are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. So
That's quite odd.
yeah. And then you said standards, like, yeah, the stand like or the like you said what makes a good invent, and then what was the other question? What was the second question?
What industry standards should be applied to all events?
Yeah, good security, and like a way of like checking and make sure audio's good, and then just like having a close connect with just normal event stuff, because that's just like beatbox event stuff. But then just like going to different events, going to like, different shows or different things at different venues, like different bands, and not beatbox related stuff, and seeing how that works and then applying it, like making sure that we are the standard we're at the standard of music, instead of trying to be like, oh, here's the beatbox standard. No, we want to our reference point shouldn't be what's inside of beatboxing, it should be what's outside. So
Definitely.
yeah.
So, do you wanna talk about Beatbox Arena?
Yeah, like, I just started, this I started an organization, maybe a couple years ago. I think it was in COVID as well, where, we're gonna be building, a bunch of events online and live. Most of these events are gonna be happening, for right now, or the live ones are gonna be happening in Northern Virginia, and then the online ones are gonna be happening at random times. Like the start ones are gonna be random times this year in the summer. And yeah, the goal is to really solidify new formulas of beatbox, or like beatbox events, and building dope beatbox events. And with Arena, um, the goal is to give beatboxers percent royalties of the videos that they're in, so that
That's
the
great.
artist can get paid off of their content, because there is no payment structure for artists. They pay to go to these events. They do this stuff. The organizer pays for the venue, and everything like that, and then they do all the post production. So they get ticket sales, they get post production sales. And I think a lot of people who lose money just haven't ran events before. And yeah, so the goal is to just build new systems, and make sure that beatboxers are getting paid off their work.
I see. So, dreaming big, what do you
Mm,
think you want for the future of the beatbox industry? Where do you want it to go?
I want it to be on TV. Like, like
Yeah?
honestly, I think beatboxing is cool enough to be on TV. But one thing that one thing that I want for just like a personal goal with Arena is I want to be the first one to like have the sponsorship backing to be able to announce $100,000 prize pool.
That's fire.
Like, just make it to where somebody can win a beatbox battle that literally changes their life and sets
Yeah,
up their life. And that's where I'm trying to go, is how much how like once these events are going and everything like that, and money comes in with beatbox, we get views. So
yeah,
now it's like, before it wasn't really like that. People were just like coming to events, but now that we have artists and we have this happening and everything like that, like, yeah, it's my goal is to just change people's lives, like, monetarily, or like financially, because of their talent.
I see.
So
So nowadays, I'd say you've proved yourself as quite a good beatboxer. So
thank
why
you.
do you still battle?
Um, I still battle because I know that I can get better. One and two. I always want to be. I know that there's always going to be more and more battles, and I'm still young. I'm still 20. I'm 24. So like,
Yeah,
I got I got some years until I got like a family and stuff. But or like wife and kids. But yeah, I just battle to. I really battle to just go and show my stuff and show my like progression and honestly give my fans like recorded recorded material of me like that
yeah,
is on stage that people can see and like mostly I don't even go to events to battle. I just come to hang with beatboxers. Like I
yeah,
that's the battling just comes with it. Usually I get talked into it.
yeah.
Like honestly, I rather just go to chill. Um but Yeah, I just like right now the only battles I really battle in are the ones I'm getting invited to, and yeah, then and mostly it's to also just learn how other people organize battles so I can learn what to do and what not to do as well. So
Definitely.
mhm.
Um, what goals do you have for the future in terms of beatboxing and producing?
I want to upload I want to upload a lot of music. I want to get I'm trying to get really good at producing so I can just upload a bunch of music. The thing about my YouTube, my goal is to put out I'm going to be recording so much this weekend, but my goal is to put out a beatbox track every week for like ever.
I
And then
see.
spend like a long amount of time on producing and hopefully get a either a produced album out this year or like one really crazy single out this year and um kind of switch to building a crazy set with incorporating DJing and producing and stuff.
That
So
that would be pretty fire.
that's all I want.
Um, what's beatbox audio? Because I know it's a at in your
Mhm.
Instagram description, but there's not much information on it.
Yeah, so it's coming soon. We just finalized the website and stuff. So basically, there's this problem in beatboxing where beatboxers can't afford to make content. um, Mixing audio, at minimum, you're going to spend $25 to $30 minimum, and then it'll range from 25 to 75, at anywhere around there for one probably 2 minute audio clip. It's just like I was so for people who are like, let's say somebody wants to put out high quality reels every day, right? Well, total that up, that's probably like, $175 a week off just the audio. You haven't even edited it yet or put it together. You're just off. So it's like that's not sustainable. There's no sustainability in how audio is right now. So the goal with this is to we've built a with Bbox Audio, we built a web-based mixing and mastering platform. So instead of people having to get DAWs and things like that, they can go onto this website. You can upload a file of your beatboxing, and you'll get it back mixed.
That's fire.
And the goal is just to make it to where we're taking out the middleman, like we're taking out the like we're I want to make it to where it's like the way the script works right now is it's instant and multiple like it can handle volume. So hundreds and hundreds of people can use the same thing to get something mixed. So the goal really with it is to make it to where people can upload beatbox content that's mixed in a cheap fashion so that they can save up that money to then do high quality stuff. So they'll be able to like put out reels or put out shorts or put out like any content or just like see what they sound like mixed. If they want to use it for a YouTube video, they can. If they like it like that. And then what how I'm going to market it too is um the one thing that I think is going to be cool with it is we can use it to make wildcard competitions fair. So everybody has to use the same preset.
That
Um
would be fire.
right? So it takes away the like, oh, he cheated because he's using automation, and it's like for me, I don't think it's fair to be like, oh, yeah, we want this video raw so we can hear how it actually sounds. because it's like no one's gonna listen to it besides the people who are judging it if it's raw. Like you still want to make you still want to
Yeah,
make good YouTube content. So if everyone uses the same chain or has access to the same like the same technology and everything, then we can make wildcard competitions more fair and people have like options. So
definitely.
yeah.
Um, have
By the
you
way, on that, that thing is going to be $5 a month, unlimited.
that's that's fire. That's
So
not bad.
right. So yeah.
Have you thought about making a vocoder sound pack for producers?
I have been actually. I have been working. Um. Wait. Oh yeah, yeah. So wait. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, I've actually been working on different sound packs. My goal is I need to figure out the logistics and the legalities of beatboxing because it's like how do we claim our beatbox samples?
Yeah,
I need to talk to some music lawyers because I don't think anyone's really cracked this. Is like how do we claim our samples as beatboxers? It's hard to do. It's not easy.
yeah,
So there's some before I put out that sample pack, I need to just get more into the music business with beatboxing because that hasn't it's so like not there.
yeah,
So yeah. But I literally I did just send a pack of stuff to my favorite like new producer right now. His name's Yogis.
yeah.
I actually sent it to him last night. And hopefully he makes something with it. But yeah,
I
that's
recorded some for Matt as well, so I'm
that's
waiting to see
sick.
if he can do anything with it.
That's awesome. Let's go.
Yeah. So I guess that's about all my questions. Before we get out of here, could I get
Mhm.
a quick jam from you?
Yeah, let's go. All right. You have any preferences? You have any preferences or you want me to go off?
You should just go off.
Bet. All right, yo. This is for the Shablamo podcast. Let's go. What? Doesn't make no sense. It's house like that. Yeah, dropping the bass house.
That was fire.
Let's go. Yeah. Shout
That
out
was
Shablambo
great.
podcast, baby.
Mhm. So is
Yeah.
there anything you wanna plug?
No, I think
Closing
we're good.
thoughts?
I think we're good.
Alright. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for coming on the show. This has been Highly Intelligent with Vocodah, and thanks for watching.
Let's go. Stay long.